The reason why I waste a little time, or I spent a little time explaining this to you is this. The very man, my first landlord in this city, when I came, was a member. And I didn't know the meaning. I didn't know their power. But as I continued to pray, I started getting attack from them, because I was living in the house of a man who dedicated his house to the group. One day, my matter was tabled at a Yaro meeting, and I didn't know. I didn't know that my matter had become so serious that it got to a Yaro meeting to be discussed. Because not only that my landlord was a member, people in the street, most of the landlords were members. Then I was returning from market. That time I was not a full-time pastor. I was still trading. So as I was returning from market, when I got to where Omobude's church now, New Covenant by Edokpolo Grammar School, I'm telling you historical fact. By Edokpolo Grammar School, as I was going back to my house, it was in the evening. We closed from New Benin Market where my store was. I heard it very clear on the road. Get ready, Ogboni people will come to attack you this night. I just looked around. Then I knew who spoke to me. I knew it's God. I said, God, I don't have power. Hold them all. That was how I shouted on the road that evening. God, I don't have power. Hold them all. And I started getting a feeling of attack on me right on the road. And then I got home that day and knelt down to pray. My house was dark, and yet there was light. Everything was dark. I wasn't seeing well. It was like the light was very dim, but it was only in my room. Every other place was bright. Already I was feeling as if I want to die. Then I knelt down to pray. My prayer that normally lasts like 2 hours before I sleep, I couldn't pray up to 30 minutes. I couldn't pray up to 30. I'm telling you what happened to me. I couldn't pray up to 30 minutes. I lay down on the bed. I just got angry. I said, Lord, hold them. I want to sleep. I lay down on the bed, and in the night they appeared. It was 2 men. One tall man and another one. I don't know how God gave me the wisdom. It's not my smartness. It was just God that was going to help me. He gave me the wisdom. He told me, as I got up from bed, I locked my house before I slept. But you know, they opened the house as if I didn't lock it. They opened the house as if I didn't lock it. I'm telling you, brethren. I'm talking with Mike. I said they opened the house as if I didn't lock it. When they entered, 2 of them just entered. I woke up from my bed that was like this. I got up with confidence. I said, have you come? You see, that Holy Ghost came to help me. I said, have you come? I said, the Lord told me that you people are coming. I said, you can see? So you want this small one to attack me so that when I concentrate, the big one will hit me. So I got up from the bed. God has already told me their strategy now, and I told them the strategy. As I got up from bed, the small one really came to attack me. He was not small, he was far taller than me, but in comparison to the giant, he was small. I held him by the hand. Instead of concentrating on him, I threw him, and he flew off. I went to the big one, and I beat him until he entered my landlord's sitting room. Then my landlord came from his inner room. I said, my friend, I don't like what you are doing. You are beating the people that came to my house. My friend, I don't like what you are doing. Don't you see that they are in my house? I don't like, my friend, I don't like what you... That's exactly the way he talks to me physically. Then, in my own feeling as a man that will not find trouble, I say, okay, as you enter the landlord's house, I will leave you. Let me go back to my house. I went back to my room. I woke up. Hey, is that dream? So that's a vision. Brethren, that was how I woke up. I said, why did they enter that place? I didn't know. Because I didn't know that the man was a member. And I didn't know much about the activities. The next night, they came back. And the Holy Ghost didn't tell me that they will come back. But when they came back the next night, it was exactly the same. But this time, the small one didn't come. It was that big one. He armed himself heavily and appeared. I said, have you come? I faced him. I followed him to the landlord's sitting room and beat him in the landlord's sitting room. The landlord came from his inner room and said, my friend, you are fighting somebody in my parlor. I said, yes, sir. You helped him yesterday. When he came yesterday, you told me that he's in your room. And I left him. He came again. I will beat him in your room. I beat him in the sitting room until the landlord couldn't help him. He dragged himself. We got to the road because the landlord's house was opposite the road. We dragged ourselves from the landlord's premises to the road, as this road is. Drag ourselves to there. I beat him. I said, ask of me. They know me in this street. You came last night and I left you. And you come again. And you come again. And God told me you people are coming. What did I do to you? You come, I will kill you. But as I was trying to kill him, he developed some resistance and I became weak. He ran away. When I woke up, I said, oh God, why did I not kill this man? Brethren, I never had that dream again throughout. They didn't come again. That was how God gave me victory over them. I wasn't a pastor. I'm sharing this with you. I was still a trader. I was still in business like any of you. Like any of you. Like any of us. Are you following? Yes, it didn't happen to me because I was already a pastor. No, I have not gone to Bible school. I have not gone. I was still running my business. I wasn't married. I was still a young man. But I had this belief that my conversion is real. And that God is what? Real. That Jesus is real.